Hey guys, I'm back with another Sample Sunday video for you. I did not anticipate on having one today because I just put up a pregnancy vlog, but I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do today's Sample Sunday because these were all samples I used up last year. So I wanted to be able to start next week fresh with samples from the year 2016. So hopefully we'll have a Sample Sunday video for you next week. But I did see some people doing some new sample challenges like 365 days of samples or sample roulette or stuff like that. So I decided I'm not going to do that. I want to continue doing my Sample Sundays, but I'm going to count them and just see how many I can get through in a year because I've never counted them, so I don't even know how many that I do. So I think it would be really cool to do a count. So that's one reason I wanted to go ahead and do these and get this out of the way, so next time it will be fresh 2016. Okay, let's get started. I have two of the Boscia Pore Purifying Black Strips. I use these, it's been a while since I've done a Sample Sunday, so it's probably been about like 2 weeks apart I used them, and they're like the Pore ones except they're black. I can't say that they work any bit better than the Pore ones, but they do work really well. I love nose strips, and every time I use one, I think, why don't I use it more often? Because I definitely get blackheads on my nose, and these things really extract the blackheads. I mean, you can see them on the strip. It's quite a sight if you're not used to doing that. So I will continue to use Pore Strips, especially on my nose, and I don't know, I'm going to try to do it more often because I really like the results. But like I said, I can't tell you that these work any better, but they still are nice. And I got these in a set on Black Friday last year. A few of these with the luminizing mask, which I actually really love. Okay, then I had gotten on a bit of a eye mask kick. I had gotten in, I think, Ipsy or Birchbox a long time ago, and I just put it to the side because it was kind of just like, I don't know, eye masks. Who has time for that? But Casey Holmes always talks about these, and it's the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. Helps firm and depuff within 10 minutes. And this is what this little package looks like. And you can see on the back the shape. And this one, I think, yeah, it came in its own little tray, and it was like this. Let me see. Yeah, so you can see the shape. And they were like gel on top of kind of like a soft fibery paper. So you put them there, and then the gel was thick, like it definitely had a substance. It wasn't just a piece of paper mask or something. And they felt so good. They were so cooling and refreshing, and they kind of like depuffed my under eyes, and they just make them look more awake. And it was just one of those like really nice things to do to treat yourself, and just it felt so nice. So I'm debating using a Birchbox code and Birchbox points and ordering some, because the set of, it's like 8 or 10 is like $30, which I think is a little bit much for something like this, but I like them so much that I could get the set for I think like 15 with the points and the code, because I don't have a ton of points right now. So I'm tempted to do that. The code expires tomorrow, so I still haven't decided. But anyways, I really like these. So then I also had a few other kind that I've used probably like one every week. So I used this one, Ecology, and I'm pretty sure I got this with Birchbox, and it's the Revitalizing Eye Gel with Pearl Powder. And this definitely has a different shape. It's a little funky. And I didn't really like that it came down. I like the other one, how it just did my eyes, because I don't really want it to come down onto my cheek because I have these rosacea patches, and I just don't want anything unnecessary on those that aren't for rosacea. And this was like a really, it was like a jelly paper, if that makes sense, to where this was like a layer of gel on top of the mask. This was like the mask was, it was just, it's hard to explain, but I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as the Skin Iceland. The texture of these and the shape of these were just so nice. And this one said to leave it on 20 minutes. And I liked that this was a 10-minute one, which you could obviously probably leave it on longer if you really wanted to. And this one didn't leave so much residue. This one to me had a lot of liquid, so it was nice at nighttime, so I could kind of pat it in, so it was like a bit of a treatment. But as far as doing something, getting ready in the morning and doing it, and then you're going to go somewhere, this had just a little too much. And then I had gotten a box of this Exuviance Intensive Eye Treatment Pads from the company over the summer, and I hadn't even gotten around to using them. So this one's open. I mean, it's not open because I threw away the package of the other ones. I just wanted to show you. And I was in Ulta the other day and I saw the box of these, and it was like $40 or something crazy. And I had used the skin one, so I decided to come home and try these because I'm like, oh, I already have these. These are not near as good. They are so sticky. Like, they just left such a sticky substance, and it was more of like a paper eye mask, if that makes sense, as opposed to like the gel. It was just more of like it had solution on it and you put it there. I can't say it really did anything noticeable. It probably did as good of a job as the other ones, but it wasn't as soothing and relaxing, and it just, the substance it left behind and the stickiness, I just couldn't handle. So I'll use these up because they probably are good like treatments for your under eyes. But as far as purchasing some, I would not purchase those. So, okay. Next, I have an eye cream. It's the Nude Eye Complex by Nude. It was just okay. I didn't really notice it did anything fantastic. Eye creams, they're either I don't like them, or I can tell like I love them, but they have to be pretty much like super brightening or hydrating or something, or they're just kind of like, eh. And this is how I felt about this one. And I don't know if it was this, but I did notice when I used this, I did have kind of the peeling of my concealer underneath my eyes on mornings after I'd used this. So I don't know if it was just like a fluke or what, but I will not be purchasing this. Then I have another, I don't know if I've even spoke about this yet. I don't know. One of the YSL Black Opiums. I've spoke about this, but I don't think I've showed you an empty of it yet. One of the Black Opium samples. This smells amazing. So I got the, like the travel size sprayer. I liked it so much. It's one of those warm scents. To me, it's kind of like Flower Bomb winter version. I do not like it at the first spray. I do not like it for the probably first like 3 to 5 minutes, but then it kind of morphs into something a little more toned down, subdued, mellow, definitely more wearable. At the first spray, it's just too heavy perfume. It's not a scent I would ever like. Like if somebody's, because I had gotten some of these before and spritzed it in the air, and I'm like, ooh, no. But I have to put it on, and then like once it mellows down, and I guess mixed with like your body chemistry or some of the notes kind of dissipate, it smells really lovely. It has a coffee note. I can't say that I necessarily detect that specific note, but if you like Flower Bomb or any of the scents that I like, definitely check this out. And then last but not least, this is a sample that's kind of sad to me. It's the Benefit, excuse me, Air Patrol Eye Primer. It says it's a BB cream eyelid primer, SPF 20, all kinds of stuff. And this is the color. It's very yellowish, kind of like the color of the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I absolutely love how this makes my eyelids look. I absolutely love how it makes my eyelids feel, how eyeshadow goes on it, everything about it, except it creases my eyeshadow. Like, I mean, it cancels out like every bit of coloring, everything. It makes my eyelids look perfect. Eyeshadow goes on it perfectly. It looks like it's going to be amazing, but it creases. So, and I tried it. Oh gosh, I did like all kinds of variations. I've seen different people do a technique where they put transparent powder on their eyelids before they do eyeshadow. I tried doing like a touch of that before this. I tried doing this with powder. I tried doing this with another cream base. I tried putting my primer potion on underneath it, and that worked. That did. So I don't know though, because it's like I'd almost rather use like a cream shadow on top of my primer if I want like a different look instead of just another primer on top of my primer. The only way I can make this work is if I wear a eyeshadow primer underneath this. And this is an eyeshadow primer. So that's really disappointing because I really loved how it made my eyelids look. It really was wonderful, but it doesn't help with the creasing. My shadow was creasing within probably an hour, so that was a big bummer. So anyways, that is the last of my samples I used up in 2015. I really hope that I'll have some next week. And I'll just start a countdown and we'll see where I get. It would be really cool if I could do 365 samples in a year. I don't know how many I use. If I had to guess, I'd say I probably did, because each week, I don't know. I had a lot some weeks, you know, so we'll see. Anyways, that is all. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.